you had one decision that you could have changed in your experience as a operator, what
Yeah.
is the one thing that always stands out to you that you wish didn't happen? Like one specific thing.
Yeah. Well, there's two specific things. So I guess I'll take the less lethal one. So there's a place called the Ctesiphon Arch in Baghdad province, the state of Baghdad. And out in the farmlands, there's this ancient Persian palace. It's a ruin, and there's a bunch of ruins and tells and all kinds of great archaeological work that to be done there. There's also a shrine to a guy named Salman Al Farsi and a couple of other notable Islamic leaders that are enshrined there. Three shrines. It's all the same shrine, but there's three dudes in there. But Salman, it's called the Salman Al Farsi Mosque. There's a casino, and one of the things that tourists in the Islamic world do is they go to this place to get their son's first haircut, because Salman Al Farsi, he was a Persian guy. He was Muhammad's buddy, and he was the guy that cut his hair, and so they make a pilgrimage to this shrine, and little boys get their haircut there. And there was a significant Iraqi museum that used to be there that was torn apart during the Iraq-Iran war, and then subsequently more when we had our incursion there. So that whole area is a cultural magnet. It draws in academics from around the world, potentially. It involves several ministries within the Iraqi government. And it also gets past all the sectarian political nonsense, because they have a casino that has to be owned by the right kind of Kurd person so that everybody can go there, but it's not owned by the wrong kind of Islamic person. You have Sunni and Shia shrines that allow both sides to go there, and this wonderful thing. And you have this big, beautiful arch that needs preserving. It should be a UNESCO heritage site. We brought all this forward to the State Department. They couldn't be bothered. It's this giant cultural magnet in an area that was like a mini Sunni triangle. It was horrible there. There was inter and intra-tribal fighting, lots of murders. Men were sleeping outside in ditches to avoid being caught in their house where they knew they weren't safe. That's how messed up this area was. And with a little bit of care, and we had everything all set up. The Iraqi ministries were all glad to work together with us. They all came out to this far-flung district, and they're like, "Can you guys pull this off? We would love to put energy into this." And we got a university and an archaeologist involved. She was going to make her entire career just studying this area for the next however many years. Couldn't even get a meeting with the State Department. And I called the antiquities guy, their antiquities guy. Nah, we're doing other things. It's amazing how short-sighted we can be, and the inability of us to get out of our own way and take an obvious win that was so powerful. It was such a big magnet that would have helped create a lot of stability. Look, if it worked out, okay, we can get to the next part later on. But here was this wonderful opportunity that everybody was really on board for throughout the nation. Throughout the Islamic world, they were excited about this whole thing potentially coming together. And we couldn't be. Now the Iranians control that operation, by the way. And so there you go. They figured out how to do it. There's one of my two big regrets.